Right. So, welcome everyone. Super thrilled to see you all today. Very excited to be talking about creative flow states, rituals for writing and recording. My name is Kat. I am the founder of Symphonic Mind Body Coaching and super excited to share this in partnership with the Wavys. And also joining is Laura Jones. She is the CEO and founder of Little Underground Management. And Laura is going to be helping to monitor the chat during the presentation. And a little bit about me. So, I'm one of your coaches today. A little background, I was born and raised in Chicago. My family is from Guyana, and I'm currently in Manhattan, New York. I'm also an ICF Associate Certified Coach, and I specialize in nervous system reset. My background is in customer service, fitness, culinary arts, and human resources. And as far as my coaching, so after a back injury about 23 years ago, I suffered from massive chronic pain, had to have a surgery in 2023. And that's kind of when I started turning to mind body connection, metaphysics, meditation. And that is the journey that really inspired the idea for me that life is a symphony. And that's why I kind of founded Symphonic Mind Body Coaching. And my goal with that is to help people uncover the emotional stress behind the physical pain. And Laura, I'll hand it over to you for a moment.
Thanks, Kat. Yes, hello, I am Laura. Um, I I'm the founder of a company called Side B, which I've been running for just over a year now. And the idea is that it's a space to help people in music have happier, healthier, and more sustainable careers. And I came to this because I worked in the music industry for over 20 years in artist management, but predominantly looking after producers, writers, and mixers. So I really got to experience sort of firsthand the pressures and the burnout that can come with creative careers. And that is what ultimately led me into coaching because I just really wanted to help people who are dealing with that, who are dealing with big decisions, who are wondering what's next, how to build their careers and sustain them, and ultimately to feel good as well, to feel good in these careers that we're building. So that's what I'm doing now, mainly through coaching, through retreats, and through workshops such as these. I'm from England. I lived in New York for 11 years, so I consider myself an honorary New Yorker. But I currently live in Baja California in Mexico. And that's me, and I'm so excited to be here. I think this is such a juicy topic, and I'm excited to hear what Cass to say about it. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Laura. All right, so before we begin, I would love to invite you all to participate in a 1 minute opening meditation. This is totally optional. So, for those of you who are joining, you can feel free to leave your camera on or turn it off, whatever feels most comfortable for you. You can close your eyes or hold a soft gaze, whatever feels good in this moment. So first, we're going to start by taking a slow inhale through the nose. Hold for a moment. Exhale gently through the mouth. Feel your shoulders soften. Feel your jaw unclench. Let your breath settle into a natural rhythm. You can imagine a warm light at the center of your chest, expanding, softening, opening. Let your mind become spacious, quiet, and ready. Take one more big deep breath in. Hold for a moment and gently breathe out. Very nice. Okay, so juicy topic. So before we get into this, I'd love to hear from you all. What comes to mind when you think of the term flow state? And you can feel free to unmute yourselves or drop it into the chat.
I would say easygoing.
Yes, easygoing for sure. What else comes to mind? Losing track of time. Absolutely. I always like to think of it as kind of like a fluidity state as well. These are
No
great.
drama. No drama for sure.
Yes, 100%. I love that. All right. So, by definition, flow state is a mental and emotional state of complete immersion in a creative task. So, typically, time will feel different, distractions will fade, and the work kind of feels intuitive. Your analytical mind starts to quiet so that your creative mind can lead. So, why does it matter? Well, it produces higher quality creative output with a lot less friction. It can reduce perfectionism as well as overthinking. And also, I feel like it just, as an artist, it helps you access originality, emotional truth, and gives you a little bit of momentum as well. And then it also can make the creative process feel just a lot more enjoyable and pleasured. So, why is it important in the music space? So, music requires, I think, emotional honesty. It requires you to be present. And again, I'm going to mention intuition. It comes from that intuitive decision-making space. So, flow supports lyric writing, it supports melody creation, vocal performance, and production. Artists that are in flow can connect more deeply to the sound, to the story, and to the audience too. And then with recording, I just feel like it becomes more immersive, less self-conscious, and a lot more embodied. So this is what I like to call the flow state compass. So within the compass, we have the five hallmarks of an active flow state. So the first one is deep focus, where you are fully immersed in the task. Your distractions start to fall away, and you're really in a place that I like to call the pocket. The second piece is reduced self-criticism. So your internal editor starts to be quiet. You stop judging the work mid-creation, and your ideas start to flow a little more freely without interruption. The third is heightened intuition. So you really start to trust your creative impulses. Your decisions feel instinctive rather than forced, and you can kind of follow the thread of inspiration with a bit more confidence. The fourth one is effortless momentum. So in this one, your creativity feels frictionless. One idea will naturally lead to the next, and you're not pushing. And then the last one is emotional presence. So here you'll feel deeply connected to the work that you're doing, and then the authenticity becomes more of a guide. So when we think about the way that our mind works in the realm of flow state, we can kind of divide it into two parts. So we have the analytical mind, and this is kind of where we tend to focus on time, which can sometimes feel more like clock watching. So with that, you're not really super present with the task that you're doing. Your creation feels more like forced construction. And so you get a sense of it's done rather than you've done something that you're actually proud of. Your body also can sort of feel restricted. It might feel a little more tense, and you can tend to be a little hyper focused on producing that perfect product. Now, when we move into the flow state, time feels more like timelessness. Creation is more like momentum. So here your body feels, like I mentioned earlier, more open and more fluid, and the outcome of the work just feels a little more curious and less restricted. So flow, again, it's a continuous thread across the entire medium. So it moves with you, whether you are writing, composing, recording, the same internal state fuels clarity, emotional truth, and momentum. So let's talk about the page. The page is the creative writing. So when you're writing, flow helps you access imagery and memory more freely. It quiets perfectionism so that you can actually stay connected to the story instead of the pressure to produce. It becomes your voice and your emotional truth. Two is the melody of the songwriting process. So, in songwriting, flow opens emotional pathways that will fuel your lyrics. Melodies start to emerge more intuitively. The rhythm, the breath, all of that start to feel more in sync, and experimentation becomes a bit more playful. And then lastly, we have the mic, which is the recording phase. So on the mic, your flow can help you drop into emotional authenticity. You become less self-conscious, and it lets you move through with curiosity instead of frustration. And then these are, I just like to call them mantras, right? So just three mantras that you can kind of say to yourself before you actually start recording or writing. So the first one that you can say is, writing in flow feels like the page is pulling the words out of you. Songwriting in flow feels like you're catching a song that already exists. And recording in flow feels like your voice is painting the room. And now we're going to put some of that into practice. So I'd love for us to do this really quick 5-minute individual exercise that I like to call the portal prompt. So this is super playful and creative. It's about a creative burst and not perfectionism. So I'd say your only job here is to really channel your energy. So with this, you'll have 5 minutes to create something super small, like a lyric, a paragraph, a melody line, or even a poem fragment. I want you guys to keep it light and fast. Something that you can imagine to kind of help you spark some ideas. So imagine that you walk through a glowing doorway into a world where your creativity is amplified by 100. Write from that version of yourself and think about what you see, what you hear, and how your body feels. I will ask you to try very hard not to edit yourself, try not to polish anything, just free flow writing. Again, you'll have 5 minutes. You can kind of feel free if you want to, and I'll do this with you all as well. Feel free to turn off your camera if you like and just really get into the zone. It's 6:30 Eastern on my end, so we'll meet back here at 6:35. At that point, I'll ask you to put your cameras back on, and then we can kind of go around the space and share what we've written. Any questions? No? All right, let's get some writing done.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, everyone. I'm going to ask you to start wrapping up your lyrics or poems or whatever you have come up with. And if you're able, if you could turn your cameras back on or just give a thumbs up or drop in the chat that you are ready to go if you want to leave your camera off. M's here. Hi, M. Thank you. All right. Looks like everyone is good. Okay. Who feels comfortable and brave enough to share what they've written?
I'll start.
All right. Yay.
Okay. So I wrote, I think you're amazing. Pulling myself back. I need you to see you're the one for me. Feel it, see it. I'm amazing too. We belong together.
Yes, that is definitely the makings of a song. Like I feel like I can kind of hear a melody to that already.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. All right, who's next? Who would like to share?
So mine has words, and I also wrote a little chord progression ditty to go with it.
Oh, look at you. Okay, Jessica, let's go.
So the words, can you hear me? I'm leaning a little bit away from the mic here. The
Yes.
words are, I walk out of the darkness and step into the light. Water flows and ripples from the cave to the lake. The sun feels warm on my shoulders. A new day is beginning. And the little progression goes like this.
Okay, Jessica. I was immediately able to visualize myself in nature with that. Beautiful.
Thank you.
I feel like at the end of this, we need to start maybe a little Wavys band or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, that was awesome. All right, who else would like to share?
I'll share. I came in as soon as the writing prompt was like as soon as we started writing, but
Oh,
I
yay.
think I think I got it right. Okay, so what would I do if inexplicably my creativity was amplified exponentially? I would write a song for my brothers in the penitentiary so hard, bar so hard that they would forget that they was hold up, pardon. I would write a song for my brothers in the penitentiary, bar so hard, prison will be wiped from their memory. Let's see. I write
Mm,
a poem so vulnerable and so open that it could heal every single heart in the world that's broken. That's all I got.
wow. Wow. I hope you keep writing that.
Yeah, I probably would. I
Yeah,
probably would.
that's beautiful, and I love the pun on musical bars and breaking bars as
You
well.
caught that.
Yes.
Aha, you
Yes.
caught that.
Yeah.
I see. Thank you. Thank you. So
We're
yes, thank you
we're
very much.
listening.
I appreciate that dearly. That means a lot to a writer.
Yes. Wow.
As I know you know, I know you know.
Oh God, this is like giving me goosebumps in the best way. So much talent in this room. Anyone else want to share? This is so great. Laura, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Did you write something? Oh, you're muted.
Do you know, I was so lame. I stayed in manager role. I was like,
Ah, that's okay.
I'll let the creative create. and I will
That's
listen.
okay. That's okay. Oh, we got something in the chat. Here we go. Fabian, did you write this? I'm going to read it. They all swear they know me. You don't know me at all. They threw my name in the fire. You can't melt what's made up of gold. Ooh. You spread some crazy rumors. I keep soaring high no matter how low you go. You have a misconception of my heart and soul. Oof. Yes. Deep. I like that. That's beautiful. Thank you. Very powerful. Yes. All right. Should I share a little bit of what I wrote? All right, I'll share a little bit. Yes, an Afrobeat, 100% can see an Afrobeat to that. And I hope you keep writing that as well. All right. So mine was all over the place, but free, feeling like me, funny, funny how it flows, like it knows it's coming from me. It's cat like the animal, animalistic, quick thinking about the time when I had a quick drink. Made me so sick. Now I'm sober, sober and I'm older, older and wiser, like fine wining and dining. That's all I got. Yeah, we're gonna start a Wavys band. I can feel it. Amazing, amazing job, everyone. All right, so the next time that you are either writing lyrics or in the studio, I feel like this is kind of a quick exercise that you can use to help you get into that flow state before you start. So think of these four steps as, think of the dials as steps, is what I meant to say. So dial one, you choose the character. So embody the emotion of the song lyrics. Feel it in your mind and in your body. Dial two, speak the lyrics. So for about a minute or so, become the character within the lyrics. So for example, if you're writing a love song, try to kind of transport yourself as the person moving through the song and feeling all of the emotions. The third dial is shift the body. So, for example, if the vibe of the song is happy, you might start tapping your feet or smiling or just like moving or shaking your body. And then the fourth step is capture the take and then start recording. So before we wrap up our time together, I would love to end with just an optional closing affirmation to keep us in this space and remember how to get into this space. If you want, you can place your hand on your heart. Take a slow inhale. Feel your hand rise. Exhale. Feel your hand fall. You can whisper internally, thank you, creativity. Thank you, voice. Thank you, body. Let gratitude soften your chest. Move through your shoulders, chest, and jaw. And take one more deep breath in and let it go slowly. Thank you so much, everyone. This concludes the workshop.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.